Yeah, we're back. You're listening to Einstein A Go-Go on 3RRR. We do have a couple of guests on the phone now. We have Andrew Moss and Debbie Kontaxis. Guys, are you there?
Yep. Hi.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Andrew. Now, Andrew, you're a teacher up there in Canberra at Dixon College, and you run a very interesting engineering program. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, a couple of years ago, I was looking for a way of allowing the students to sort of apply all the theory that we teach them in year 11 and 12. And I came across this program called the UAV LBAG Challenge.
Yep.
And the UAV LBAG Challenge is really a way of applying all the maths and sciences that they learn in school in a very cool environment, which is, of course, building unmanned airborne vehicles for search and rescue purposes.
So, I don't remember doing things to that level of sophistication when I was at high school. Are they building them from scratch?
Yeah. Generally, what we do is we order model kits in, like radio control model planes.
Yep.
And then we develop the electronics, the autopilots, the image processing computers, the radio links. All the students will be developing the internal smarts of the plane to do the search and rescue operation.
Okay. And what sort of range are we talking about here? I mean, I have in my head images of these very small drones, but what's the power source? How far can they go? What sort of things can they do?
Well, there's really two categories of this competition. There's an open category where these planes will fly for about an hour and a half and cover about 500 kilometers of search area. In the high school competition, they're smaller planes. They fly for about 20 minutes,
Yep.
and they will cover sort of in the order of 10 kilometers or so.
Okay, and these are prop driven?
Yes, there's really no restrictions on what we can use. We use fixed wing planes with electric motors on them, but other teams have used quadcopters as well.
I love the quadcopters. I have one at home actually. I got for my son, and I have to say I can't fly it. He's really good at it, but I just can't seem to do it. Debbie, tell us a bit about the plane that you constructed as part of the program.
So our plane is like the wings are 2 meters long, and we have a software in the. Actually, we have to build and design a plane that can search for a lost tourist lost in the outback, and we have to send him a care package. So we have a drop mechanism. We have different people working for the plane. We have engineers who are making the drop mechanism. We have engineers who are making the software. We have maths and physics students. And what's great with that project is that we also have media students like me, so they can promote the project as well.
Yep.
And yeah.
It sounds amazing. So these planes they obviously have cameras and so forth attached to them, and these drop mechanisms. So as you said, they're several meters across. We're not talking about little toys here. These are quite large drones essentially.
Yeah, actually, we just got a new camera that we can use, and we're going to test it today. It's the first flight that we're going to have because we had 2 crashes last week.
All right.
And we just fixed the plane. We built the plane in 1 day.
Wow.
And fingers crossed that we're going to make it today.
Yeah. Andrew, you must get a lot of interest in this program. It's not the sort of thing. There's a few programs like this around Australia. I know I think University of Newcastle runs one of the bridge building programs. There's a couple of others, but I haven't heard of anything like this. Are you getting interest from outside the school as well?
Yeah, the nice thing about this program is that it's really developed a really good community of both universities, what we call colleges in the ACT, and high schools, where we kind of cooperate with other teams. And you're absolutely right. A lot of the stuff that the students are working on are typically what PhD students and master's students do, from day to day. And now we're bringing this technology into grade 11 or year 11 and 12 students, which is giving them a really big sort of leg up when they get into university, and they can really see where the theory when they get into university can be applied, which is very cool.
Andrew, you mentioned there was a competition element involved. How does that work? Do all of the teams come together on a day and have to find a particular lost tourist out in the wilderness somewhere, or how does it happen?
Yeah, it's a very cool concept. The original intent of the competition was to promote civilian UAV technology in Australia, and the scenario is that Outback Joe, who's a lost tourist, has been walking in the outback for a few days, and he's run out of nutrients, and we have to go and save him. We have to find him and deliver a rescue package. So our planes have cameras that can detect where Outback Joe is, and then we have to deliver in the high school category a Mars bar. And of course, I'm not sure how keen the Outback Joe's going to be keen on the Mars bar, but in the open category, they have to deliver 500 milliliters of water.
So Andrew, it's Chris here. When you say you can detect Outback Joe, is that a thermal imaging thing that you're using, or is it some other technique?
That's just a normal vision, color vision camera. And what we know about Outback Joe is Outback Joe's been walking. We know what he was wearing when he left. So we know he's got blue jeans on, and he's got a fluoro vest on. And so what most of the teams do is they go, how much in nature, how much blue is there?
Yeah.
There's very little blue in nature. And so actually finding his blue jeans is the easiest way to find Outback Joe.
Look, it sounds fascinating, Andrew, and I hope that there will soon be a submarine version that you'll be able to do up there at Lake Burley Griffin, because that would be super cool as well. Maybe you can get that going. But good luck with it, and keep it going, because it's great to get these students involved at such a high level, I have to say, of engineering, to be able to do this work. I know some uni students who would not be able to do this well, so it really is impressive to hear that you're doing it up there at the public high school in Canberra. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, can I just add that the competition's in 3 weeks' time on the 22nd of September, and there'll be lots of Facebook activity and Twitter activity to follow along as well. It'll be very exciting.
Fantastic. And thank you, Debbie, for talking to us, and good luck with your plane. We hope there's no more crashes and it goes well.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Andrew Moss and Debbie Kontaxis from Dixon College up in Canberra, one of the public high schools up there, doing some really cool stuff, really cool engineering work, I have to say. I mean,
that is very cool.
I'm surprised that they're doing it. When you said they bought a kit, I thought, okay, bought a kit. Yeah. But they're not just buying a kit. They're probably buying the wings and the fuselage and then just adding all the other stuff themselves, which is really cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, time